everyone! Welcome to Mind Matters Expert. Today, we're diving into the world of words, specifically the slang used by Gen Z and Gen Alpha. If you've ever felt lost in a sea of lit and slay, don't worry, you're not alone. This isn't about feeling old, it's about understanding how language evolves. Just like fashion or music, the way we speak changes over time. Gen Z and Gen Alpha, growing up surrounded by the internet and social media, have developed their own unique ways of communicating. By the end of this, you'll be able to tell your cap from your drip, making those conversations with younger generations way smoother. So, let's decode these linguistic puzzles together. First things first, what exactly slang? Think of it as a secret code shared within a group, often used to sound cool, funny, or even just to shorten a phrase. Every generation has its own slang. It's a way of creating a shared identity. Remember when groovy and far out were all the rage? Yeah, that's slang in action. It's about belonging, about being in the know within a specific group. Gen Z and Gen Alpha's slang is heavily influenced by the online world, from memes and social media trends to online gaming and viral videos. These generations are digital natives, comfortable with tech in a way no generation before them has been. So, when trying to understand their slang, it's important to remember this digital backdrop. It's the key to unlocking the meaning behind those seemingly nonsensical words. Let's start with Gen Z, the generation born roughly between the mid-1990s and the early 2010s. They've popularized terms like lit, meaning amazing or exciting, extra, over the top, and mood, relatable. Slay is another big one, used to express admiration for someone doing something exceptionally well. And then there's tea, which has nothing to do with beverages but refers to gossip or juicy information. Remember, these words are fluid and constantly evolving. What's in today might be shuji, outdated tomorrow. But don't let that intimidate you. The key is to approach it with curiosity and a willingness to learn. Think of it as expanding your vocabulary, just with a modern twist. Now, onto Gen Alpha, the youngest generation born after 2010. They're still developing their own unique slang, but they're already making their mark on the linguistic landscape. You might hear them say sheesh to express excitement or amazement, often accompanied by a hand gesture for emphasis. No cap is their way of saying no lie or seriously. Vibe check is another popular phrase, used to assess someone's energy or the overall atmosphere of a situation. And if something is exceptionally good, they might call it bussin'. It's fascinating to witness how Gen Alpha, growing up in an even more digitally saturated world, is shaping language in real time. Their slang reflects their experiences, their humor, and their unique perspective on the world. Why these words matter: culture and tech. So, we've looked at some examples, but why is understanding this slang important? Well, it goes beyond just knowing what words mean. It's about understanding a generation's culture, values, and how they see the world. Gen Z and Gen Alpha's slang is deeply intertwined with internet culture. Memes, viral trends, online communities, these all play a role in how they communicate. Their slang reflects their tech savviness, their sense of humor, and even their social and political views. For example, the term cancel culture, while not strictly slang, originated online and speaks to Gen Z's focus on social justice and holding people accountable for their actions. By understanding their language, we gain insights into what makes these generations tick, what they care about, and how they interact with the world around them. Example, let's break it down. Let's say you overhear a Gen Zer saying, "That outfit is fire, you're totally slaying it." Don't panic, they're not suggesting anyone is literally on fire. In this context, fire means amazing or stylish, and slaying it means doing something exceptionally well. So, essentially, they're complimenting the person's outfit, saying it looks great. Or imagine a Gen Alpha kid saying, "I aced that test, no cap, it was bussin'." They're simply expressing that they did really well on the test, aced it, are being truthful, no cap, and found the experience enjoyable, bussin'. See, it's not as complicated as it might seem. Once you grasp the context and the underlying meaning, it becomes much easier to decipher. Slay versus sheesh, it's more than just words. The difference between a Gen Z slay and a Gen Alpha sheesh might seem subtle, but it highlights how these generations, while close in age, have distinct experiences shaping their language. Slay, born in the era of early social media, carries a sense of confidence and achievement, often used in the context of appearance or performance. It's about owning it, being your best self. Sheesh, on the other hand, reflects Gen Alpha's more playful, expressive online world. It's a reaction to anything exciting, surprising, or just plain cool. Think of it as their version of wow or awesome. These nuanced differences in language offer a glimpse into the evolving digital landscape and how each generation navigates it. By paying attention to these subtleties, we gain a deeper understanding of their unique perspectives. The ever-changing world of slang. Here's the thing about slang, it's constantly evolving. What's lit today might be choogy tomorrow. New words pop up, old ones fade away, and some even take on new meanings. It's like trying to hit a moving target, but that's part of what makes it so fascinating. It's a reflection of how culture, technology, and even our everyday experiences shape the way we communicate. Don't get too caught up in trying to memorize every single slang word. Instead, focus on understanding the underlying trends, the cultural influences, and the context in which these words are used. Remember, language is alive, it's fluid, and it's constantly adapting. Embrace the evolution. Bridging the gap. Why understanding matters. So, why bother trying to understand Gen Z and Gen Alpha's slang? Well, for starters, it can help bridge the communication gap between generations. Imagine being able to connect with your teenage niece or nephew on their level, understanding their jokes and engaging in conversations that feel relevant to them. It shows you're making an effort to understand their world, which can go a long way in building stronger relationships. It's about respect, empathy, and creating a more inclusive environment where everyone feels heard and understood. Beyond personal relationships, understanding youth slang can be beneficial in professional settings as well. From marketing and advertising to education and social work, knowing how younger generations communicate is crucial for reaching and engaging with them effectively. It allows you to speak their language, understand their needs and interests, and ultimately connect with them on a deeper level. It's about staying relevant, adapting to the changing times, and fostering meaningful connections across generations. Talk the talk. Sometimes a word of caution. Now, a word of caution. While it's great to understand Gen Z and Gen Alpha's slang, be mindful of you use it. The goal is to connect, not to appropriate or come across as inauthentic. Avoid forcing it or using slang you're not comfortable with. It's okay to ask questions, clarify meanings, and even admit you don't understand something. The key is to be respectful, genuine, and open to learning. Focus on building relationships, fostering understanding, and appreciating the unique ways in which different generations communicate. Remember, communication is a two-way street. It's about listening as much as it is about speaking, about finding common ground and building bridges across generational divides. That's a wrap on Mind Matters Expert. That's it for now on Mind Matters Expert. We've explored the fascinating world of Gen Z and Gen Alpha slang, delving into its origins, its nuances, and its importance in bridging generational gaps. Remember, language is ever evolving, and that's something to be celebrated. So the next time you hear a sheesh or a slay, don't shy away. Embrace the opportunity to learn, connect, and expand your linguistic horizons. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting and informative videos.